Hey Dodgers fans, this is it. The wait is finally over. The lights are brighter than ever, and the stage is set for another shot at glory. The Los Angeles Dodgers are back in the World Series, ready to battle the Toronto Blue Jays in what promises to be one of the most electric matchups we've seen in years. The first pitch is scheduled for this Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Fox, and you can already feel the tension building across the baseball world. Los Angeles is chasing back-to-back championships, something we haven't seen in a quarter of a century, while Toronto is stepping into the Fall Classic for the first time since their legendary run in the early 90s. History is literally on the line. But before we even get into predictions or what the numbers say, let's talk about what everyone's been waiting for, the Dodgers' official World Series roster. The announcement came earlier today, and as expected, there were a few surprises that had fans talking nonstop. Two names that didn't make the cut were Alex Vesia and Tanner Scott. Both left-handers were strong contributors during the season, but circumstances got in the way. For Tanner Scott, his availability was already uncertain after undergoing a minor procedure to remove an abscess, which left him with limited recovery time heading into this series. As for Alex Vesia, the news came just yesterday that he's been dealing with a personal matter, making his spot on the roster nearly impossible to secure. The timing couldn't have been worse, but sometimes baseball is about more than what happens on the field. Life gets in the way, and the team had to make some tough calls. So here's how the Dodgers are rolling into this World Series. The pitching staff looks stacked, and honestly, it might be one of the deepest groups we've seen from this franchise. We've got 12 arms ready to go. Anthony Bonda, Jack Dreyer, Tyler Glasnow, Edgardo Enriquez, Clayton Kershaw, Will Klein, Roki Sasaki, Emmett Sheehan, Blake Snell, Blake Trinan, Justin Wrobleski, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That's 5 lefties and 7 righties, which makes perfect sense considering how right-handed heavy the Blue Jays lineup is. Toronto's known for their power bats from the right side, so it's no shock that the Dodgers built a staff that can handle that kind of threat. And let's be real, when you have a rotation that includes both Glasnow and Yamamoto, plus the veteran presence of Kershaw and the postseason dominance of Snell, you're talking about a nightmare matchup for any offense. And of course, there's Shohei Ohtani, listed as both designated hitter and pitcher. Even though he's mostly hitting this postseason, just seeing his name on that roster makes any fan smile. It's surreal. Ohtani in Dodger blue, playing in the World Series. It still feels like a dream that turned into reality. This is the kind of moment fans were waiting for when that massive deal went down last winter. The guy's a show on his own, and now he's on the biggest stage in baseball. Behind the plate, the Dodgers are sticking with 2 solid options, Will Smith and Ben Rortvedt. Smith continues to prove why he's one of the best catchers in the game, not just with the bat, but also with how he commands the pitching staff. Rortvedt has done a great job as the backup, and his chemistry with some of the younger pitchers has been a quiet but important piece of this run. It's a reliable duo that gives manager Dave Roberts flexibility depending on the matchups and rest days throughout the series. Moving to the infield, the Dodgers are rolling with Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, and Miguel Rojas. That's as steady and experienced as it gets. Betts continues to do it all, whether he's playing second base or leading off with his usual flair. He's the spark that keeps this team alive. Freeman is the definition of consistency, the guy you trust in every big moment. Muncy brings that power threat that can change a game with one swing. And Rojas is the kind of veteran who does the little things that don't always show up in the box score, but absolutely matter when championships are on the line. Together, that infield brings a mix of power, defense, and leadership that few teams can match. In the outfield, it's Alex Call, Justin Dean, Teoscar Hernandez, and Andy Pages. Hernandez has been one of the most impactful additions to this roster, and his energy has blended perfectly with the rest of the lineup. Pages is still young, but has shown flashes of brilliance in the postseason, playing with no fear. Dean and Call add speed and defensive range that could be key late in games. Roberts has options here, and knowing how he likes to mix things up, we're probably going to see plenty of strategic matchups depending on the Blue Jays pitching. And then there's the utility group, Tommy Edman, Kike Hernandez, and Hye-Sung Kim. These guys are the definition of versatility. You can plug them almost anywhere on the field, and they'll deliver. Having that kind of flexibility in a 7-game series is a massive advantage. Edmonds' switch hitting and elite defense, Kike's postseason experience and knack for clutch moments, and Kim's ability to bring speed and contact hitting. This trio adds a dynamic edge to the bench that's hard to find elsewhere. When you look at this roster as a whole, it's a perfect blend of experience, star power, and depth. The Dodgers have done this dance before, and you can tell they've built a team designed for October. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays come in with a bit of that underdog energy, even though they finished with a better regular season record. And there's one big story from their side. Bo Bichette is back. This will be his first playoff appearance of the 2025 postseason, and that's a big boost for Toronto. His presence in the lineup gives them even more offensive firepower, and you can bet he's eager to make an impact right away. But as much as this series is about rosters and stats, there's another layer: the fans. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts mentioned that he's not entirely sure if the majority of neutral fans will be rooting for Los Angeles this time. After all, the Dodgers have been so dominant over the past decade plus that some fans across the league might be looking for a fresh storyline. Los Angeles has made the postseason 13 straight times, won 12 National League West titles, 5 pennants, and 2 championships in that span. That kind of consistency is almost unheard of in modern baseball. It's the kind of success that earns both admiration and envy. Some fans love to see a dynasty. Others love to see it challenged. Roberts, though, remains optimistic. He believes most people genuinely enjoy watching this team, even if some tune in just to root against them. He said it best: people might say they want something new, but when it comes to TV ratings and excitement, the Dodgers deliver. They play the game the right way. They have likable stars, and they bring the kind of energy that makes every game feel like an event. And he's not wrong. Dodger Stadium just crossed the 4 million attendance mark this season, the highest in franchise history. That's not just support, that's devotion. Blake Snell had his own thoughts on it, too. He's not sure where fans' loyalties will fall in this World Series. Maybe some will root for the Dodgers. Maybe others will rally behind the Blue Jays. Either way, it's going to be an incredible matchup. Snell talked about his experiences growing up in Seattle and how electric the city felt when the Mariners made their postseason run. He knows what these moments mean to fans. At the end of the day, whoever wins this series will have earned it. The talent on both sides is unreal, and the baseball world is in for a show. So here we are, days away from the first pitch, and it's all set. Los Angeles versus Toronto. The reigning champions against a team chasing their first title in over 3 decades. The stars are aligned, the storylines are loaded, and the baseball gods are smiling. This is what October is all about: legacy, emotion, and pure competition. If you think the World Series stage is big, just imagine the pressure riding on every pitch, every swing, every decision made in the dugout. This is the kind of series that defines legacies, not just for players, but for entire franchises. The Dodgers have been here before. They know what it takes. They've celebrated champagne showers and felt the sting of falling just short. But for the Toronto Blue Jays, this is different. It's been decades since their last shot at the crown, and that hunger is powerful. You can see it in how they play, the way they grind for every run, every out. They've got nothing to lose, and that makes them dangerous. Still, if there's one thing this Los Angeles team knows, it's how to handle pressure. Dave Roberts has built a culture where confidence doesn't come from arrogance, but from preparation. Every move feels calculated, every player understands their role, and the entire clubhouse is built on trust. When Roberts says the Dodgers play the right way, it's not just talk. You can see it in how they carry themselves. They respect the game, they play hard, and they never panic, even when the stakes couldn't be higher. That's been their secret all along. Take someone like Clayton Kershaw. He's no stranger to this moment. For years, critics questioned whether he could deliver under the bright lights of October. But those days are long gone. Kershaw has rewritten his postseason story with guts, brilliance, and heart. He's not the same overpowering pitcher he once was, but he's smarter now, more deliberate. He knows how to get outs when it matters. And that kind of veteran poise can settle an entire team. The younger pitchers feed off that energy. When a legend like Kershaw takes the mound, everyone in the dugout stand a little taller. Then you have the new blood, Roki Sasaki, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Emmett Sheehan, a trio of arms that represent both the present and the future of this franchise. Sasaki's arrival brought a different level of excitement. His velocity, his poise, the way he attacks hitters, it feels like we're watching the next great international star blossom right before our eyes. Yamamoto, on the other hand, has been pure class all season. Every time he pitches, you get a sense of calm, as if he's in complete control, no matter the situation. These guys are the perfect bridge between experience and youth, and it's that mix that makes the Dodgers so dangerous. Offensively, it's impossible not to talk about Shohei Ohtani. Even if he's limited to hitting right now, his presence in the lineup changes everything. Pitchers have to think twice about how they attack him, and his ability to deliver in clutch situations has already proven game-changing. Ohtani brings more than just talent. He brings a sense of destiny. You can feel it when he steps into the box. The entire stadium seems to pause for a moment, waiting for something special to happen. And most of the time it does. But this isn't a one-man show. Mookie Betts continues to be the heartbeat of the Dodgers. Whether he's making impossible defensive plays, turning singles into doubles, or setting the tone at the top of the lineup, he's the engine that keeps this team running. His leadership goes beyond numbers. You watch him interact with teammates. He lifts everyone around him. And then there's Freddie Freeman, the quiet assassin. He doesn't need flash. He just gets the job done with precision and consistency. When the Dodgers need a big hit, you can bet Freeman's name is on everyone's mind. Max Muncy is the wild card. His swing is built for October. Patient, powerful, and fearless. You never quite know when he's going to strike, but when he does, it's usually a moment that swings the momentum completely. And we can't forget about the bench depth. Having guys like Kike Hernandez and Tommy Edman means the Dodgers can adjust mid-game and never lose a step. It's those little details, the versatility, the situational awareness, that make this team feel inevitable. Now, looking across the diamond, Toronto is no easy opponent. They might not have the same postseason experience as Los Angeles, but what they lack in history, they make up for in intensity. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is still the centerpiece of that lineup, a guy who can crush mistakes and energize an entire dugout. Bo Bichette brings that swagger, the kind that lifts his teammates when things get tight. And don't underestimate their pitching staff. They've been underrated all year long, but they've proven they can handle pressure. The Blue Jays have a rotation built to go deep into games, and their bullpen has quietly been one of the most reliable in the league. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Whispers have been circulating in the corridors of Major League Baseball, and now it seems Los Angeles might finally land one of the most tantalizing free agents in recent memory. SEIYA Suzuki, the Japanese slugger whose name has become synonymous with a rare combination of raw power and meticulous plate discipline, could soon be donning a Dodgers uniform. Sources close to the situation, though speaking off the record, suggest that the front office in LA has been quietly courting Suzuki for months, hoping to inject a new level of offensive firepower into a lineup that has flirted with greatness but often fallen just short in the postseason. Suzuki's game has always been about more than just the long ball. In Japan, he earned a reputation as a cerebral hitter, one who can wait for the perfect pitch while still generating jaw-dropping exit velocities. It's the kind of skill set that makes scouts drool and pitchers rethink their strategy, and Dodgers executives are reportedly convinced he could be the final piece to a puzzle that already includes some of the most feared names in the National League. The idea of Suzuki in Dodger Blue is sending a ripple through social media feeds and fan forums alike, with speculation mounting over how he might fit into the lineup, whether in the heart of the order or in a position that allows him to wreak havoc at the top. Insiders suggest that talks have been fluid but serious, with Suzuki reportedly weighing the allure of Los Angeles' storied ballpark against the challenge of adapting to the grind of a 162-game season in MLB. Some whispers even hint that Dodgers management might be ready to make a splash in their payroll to secure the Japanese star, signaling to fans and rivals alike that LA isn't just aiming for a playoff berth. It's aiming for a dynasty. While nothing is official yet, the mere possibility has ignited imaginations. Could SEIYA, Suzuki bring his blend of power, patience, and poise to Chavez Ravine? If the rumors hold water, Dodgers fans may soon be witnessing a chapter in their franchise history that combines international flair with homegrown ambition. One thing is clear, the buzz is real, the potential impact is enormous, and for now, the MLB world is watching Los Angeles with a mix of envy and anticipation. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.